The episode begins in a completely different world. Pasadena is no longer normal. Society has completely collapsed. Giant moths are eating people, monster dogs are roaming around, and the roads are filled with chaos. But the comic center of Pasadena is still open. Stuart Bloom is running his comic store. Customers no longer pay with money, they bring canned food in exchange for comics. One customer argues about Hawkeye's ranking and gets stabbed. Stuart casually throws his body into a dimensional rift as if it is an everyday task. At that moment, another Stuart from an alternate universe comes out of the rift. He quickly explains that Leonard, Sheldon, and Howard built a quantum interference device that malfunctioned. Because of that, the multiverse Armageddon has begun. He says Stuart must go to Caltech and fix the machine. But before he can finish explaining everything, he glitches and disappears. The next morning, Stuart convinces Bert to go to Caltech. On the way, they see the complete devastation of the world. People are juggling rodents and performing strange acts for food. On the way, they meet Denise. Stuart thought she was dead, but she is alive. She has now become a thief and still keeps writing screenplays. Her new boyfriend, Gary, who has a military background, is with her. Denise tells them that her friend Lisa was eaten by cannibals. When Bert tells them about the mission, Denise refuses because almost no one returns alive from Caltech. Even so, she and Gary decide to join them. They arrive at Caltech. Armed soldiers are everywhere. Using his military experience, Gary makes a plan. He will create a distraction while the others crawl underneath a supply truck to get inside. Gary walks toward the gate and is immediately shot dead. After his death, the remaining 3 are captured by the soldiers. They are taken to Bert's old geology classroom. There they meet Raj. This is an alternate universe Raj who has been a prisoner for years. He explains that this is not the original universe. The Evil One is controlling this reality, but he refuses to say the name because speaking it makes things worse. Then Barry Kripke arrives. He has now become the Grand Caliph. He controls the food, weapons, and people of the San Gabriel Valley. He tries to take Denise into his harem. When Denise refuses, he sentences her to death. Stuart, Bert, and Raj are in a separate room. Using his geology knowledge, Bert makes homemade explosives with rocks by using a potassium and water reaction. A guard comes to kill them, but Bert blows him up with the bomb. The 3 fight their way through the building. They take down the soldiers with Bert's bombs. At the same time, Denise earns Kripke's trust, frees herself, knocks him out, escapes, and reunites with the team. They reach the quantum machine. Raj tries to repair the machine, but Kripke returns and shoots him. Raj dies. Now Stuart and Denise try to operate the machine. They follow the instruction manual, but Denise skips one step. The machine activates incorrectly. A powerful surge occurs, and Stuart, Bert, and Kripke are sucked into the machine. The machine disappears. They land in a new universe. This world appears normal, peaceful streets and ordinary people. But in the final moment, the camera reveals that every person has a glowing green light or chip on the back of their neck.